gorgeous people. Hello. Okay, we're doing something newish today, which is we're gonna see if we get DMCA'd. um, and actually, let me do this. Let me do this instead. There we go. Hello, people. Happy Thursday evening. Um, we're gonna do some things, as always. We're gonna do some things. Oh, I forgot my water. It's far away. We'll be fine. Yes. Surprise, surprise. We're gonna be doing some more coloring and more comics. Well, I did some social media posting to see if anything actually happens. Because, actually, I didn't post this on Threads. Threads. I'm live right now at twitch.tv/NancyArtMusic. Oh my goodness. There we go. Almost there. It's so much quicker to voice type. Legit. Oh, I need to change this picture so that nobody knows too much about me. That's always helpful, as far as I know. Anyway, how is everybody? What are you up to? I made the best pasta that I've ever made in my whole life today, and I'm very happy with myself. I need to just unmonitor. Oh gosh. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I cooked the best pasta in the world today. And if anyone, oh, actually, Plushie, you're in Italy. If any Italians have heard me say that, and they're like, which one did you make? I'm not telling you, because if you are Italian, you would probably be like, but this isn't pasta. What do you mean? So no, I'm not telling you what. Oh, actually, no. I'll tell you what I made, but you just gotta be chill about it. Which actually, I wonder if that's just a very slightly meaner stereotype about how passionate Italians are about food. I mean, it's definitely rooted in truth because I've met extremely passionate people from Italy who are intense about food. I'll be lurking around an hour. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. No worries. We're going to be just doing a chill stream as usual, where we are just doing some drawing and chilling out. Hawaiian pasta, that is. Ooh. Oh, I can see the vision. I'm not a pineapple on pizza haver, but in my I was one of those people who was like, how dare you ruin pizza? Blah, 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 blah. I was very intense about it. And then, but actually, people can eat what they want, okay? It's fine. And I tried Hawaiian pizza. Or no, I tried this other pizza as a joke, which is a silly way to eat. But I tried this pasta as a joke it had blue cheese, gorgonzola, that I think that is the cheese, and it also had a poached pear on it, and it was frickin' delicious. It's my favorite pizza I think ever in the world. It's so good. If I could make pizza at home, I think this is what I would want to do. On the night shift. Oh man, I'm trying so hard to figure out this making this display not super bright, but that's fine. All right, yeah, so today, I'll show you a quick rundown of I've submitted this emote to Twitch for approval. I think it's adorable. I'm very excited about it. And then I'm thinking about this kind of making this one so that if anybody protests intensely against Hawaiian pizza or Hawaiian pasta, that they can put this in chat as well. But I don't know if it looks that good. Like, watch if I make it really tiny. Oh no, actually, this still looks pretty good. That still works, actually. So we might submit this. Um, um, but yeah, the other thing that we've changed is that there's Spotify now, and we're just gonna see if the VOD gets, borderline taken down. So that's gonna be fun. I've also changed some settings on my mic, so now it feels like it makes some sense. When I talk, it doesn't feel like I'm blasting everybody with my voice. Having said that, I just realized that I need to make some adjustments when it comes to I've bought some extra equipment that will make things a little bit easier for the sound, like a pop shield, which is funny because obviously that's like the number one thing you should have with a microphone. Weirdly, I feel like it should come in the Focusrite set when you buy it, but it doesn't, which is it's a bit odd. I don't know about that. Wow, you can really hardly hear the music on stream. Let me turn it up. Oh, good. I'm hearing an echo, which is a good thing, because I'm also listening to my own stream. What in the world is up with people? There's a man who is extremely angry at whoever is driving in front of him right now. Cool. Okay. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a chilled one. So I haven't worked on anything since yesterday. I think I went straight to like solo stream, and then I was all kind of gross from being in the sun for all day, and just went to sleep. I am still a little sniffly. Um, but luckily it was just like one of those passing cold type. I don't know if it was a cold. I think it was just like my allergies hit me wrong, and so that is kind of what's happening. So that means by tomorrow I'll be fine, which is nice. Having said that, it's also all of a sudden insanely warm in this room. So let me just quickly turn off the cam and like the mic so I can make the windows bring in some beautiful fresh air. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is, oh my goodness. There we go. I need to take these out. Oh, let's put them here. And where's Soul Traveler? Soul Traveler needs to go up here because it's our main beautiful thing. Okay. So we're gonna do this, and I kind of want to maybe start, like, I don't know, maybe I have a feeling this might be a bit of a marathon stream, a little bit. It probably won't. I say that because I have a lot of energy now, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, in the meantime, feel free to watch this quick thing whilst I adjust some windows and things. All right, we're back, baby. We're back, baby. Wait, let's see. How's this? Okay, perfect. Um, cool. So we've got some work to do. Got a good amount of work to do. And I'm turning things on this. I really should be looking at what I'm doing because I keep turning my mic on and off. And that's a silly thing to do. There we go. That should be a lot better. All right. I think we're actually kind of ready now to do some things. I'm gonna do some bits. If you're drawing, grab your supplies and we'll get started. So I have, oh my goodness, everything is falling apart. Let's change some music. Let's do, ooh. I'm gonna play my liked songs, my most liked songs. That'll be a fun little thing to do. Let's close that. Do this. Am I gonna set a playlist? Oh my goodness, this table thumping noise. I'm not enjoying. Fool of me. Really blew me why enemies and call your name. Why you laughing? My name, you go. That the void is loud, echoes around my empty house. Just slowing down, this must be about. Gravity. It's gonna be so hard not to sing along to everything constantly. Let go. Let's just check my needs. I hear you laughing. Okay, I don't know if the microphone is synced up, so sometimes if I sing and I'm absolutely not at all on time, we're just gonna be okay with that, I think. Going down, this must be what I always talk about. Lying down, and my voice is loud, and this must be the void. This must be the one that I always talk about. This must be the void. So let's think about some things. If I have these two panels down here, I have exterior and interior. That's good. void is loud, echoes around my empty house. This is slowing down. We always talk about, but the void is loud, echoes around my empty house. Synapses are slowing down. We always talk about, this must be the void. Oh my gosh. Hayley Williams, you're not going to hear this. But your new songs, you just dropped them. You didn't tell anybody. As far as I'm aware, maybe I'm just really bad at keeping up with the news, but it's so nice. I'm so glad. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do about this is I'm going to have to sketch everything and then just understand that that's not going to be the thing. It's not going to be the final thing. Sorry. Flipping everything all over the place. Metazapine. Oh. Man, I really need more room on this desk. It is such a shambles. Got so much stuff on it. All of the time. I'm always, like, I'm constantly putting stuff from my desk onto my table and then back from... Wait, what did I say? I'm putting stuff onto my bed from my table every single day, all the time. And then, just kind of putting it back when I go to sleep. It's just never ending. Metazapine, you make me sleep. Metazapine. Man, she's so good. I can't get over it. The beat make me sleep. Does the beat? I can't figure this building out. Like, what should it look like? I can't really. Metazapine. What do we building and this looks like a fun building entrance. I'm starting to think I might be allergic to berries. Or maybe I just need to stop eating them when they have mold on them. Yeah, it's probably that's what it is, you know? Ugh. Apologies in advance if you're expecting like a streamlined playlist experience. I'm the type of person that changes what's playing mid-song constantly, so you know, apologies for that. Oh, let's do this. Let's change the vibe a little bit. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you mind? Tell them one by one. Just keep watching. Yeah. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. Mm. I wanna let my hair down. Oh, I think I finally did something to break my computer. Not really. Good. Just keep watching. It was too warm for the hoodie. I really need to get like a little jacket thing. Okay, we need to do some things with the thing. Again. Okay. Weeds, blue blossom days. Damocles would hit back. I guess entrances are just inherently kind of boring. Ooh, that looks fun. It feels like falling into the sea. Outer space and begins to me. Look like harmonies. If I can see the bottom. I'm gonna ooh, ooh, be forgotten. Mm-hmm. Please they can in the game. Whether in the curtain is caught, I like how I can't see the bottom. Choke on it all. Feel the empire falls. Will be forgotten. Nobody told me. Waiting for reality. Into whales like it's screaming to me. When I already told me I love myself. All within heaven. I'm gonna stand tall. Okay, we're just gonna have to push through this at this point because the it's just not really happening, is it? Oh, let's put this here. Yep. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we're so smart. Does it matter if this is symmetrical? I don't think anyone's gonna care. Someone might, though. Jeez, Tyler. Mm. Mm. Information. Mm. Mm. Sounds. Just trying to stay quiet. I see. I know that. I know that yes, it me. I know that just trying to stay quiet. See how you know that you know that this is an actor. I know that I know that if you've heard the song a few times, I am a little obsessed with it at the moment, it seems like. So I'm just gonna give it one more spin. Downtime, and I just want to stay quiet. I know that my voices in your ear. I used to know that. I know that Hi, Lord Coffin. Sorry, I've been vibing out, so I don't know what's happening. How are you? Welcome to the Drawing Chaos. I hope you're having a good time. We're listening to Polyphia, which is a band I found out about like in the spring. Hope you're doing well. We're looking at lobbies with a lift. Paramedic, I can't sleep. It's automatically before. Have the letters. Yeah, I don't actually know any of the lyrics to any of the songs that I'm gonna be listening to, but I'm gonna sing most of them with the most amount of confidence ever. So if you want to consider this like, plushy, welcome to the stream. I don't know how, I don't know what, we're looking at lobby doors in, in, in buildings, of course. So yeah, I hope you're having a good time. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit more. If the audio needs adjusting, just let me know. I'm having such a good time now that I've got Spotify because I just don't know whether or not it's gonna get DMCA'd. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But how are you, Lord Coffin? You're new, so thank you for coming over. How have you been? What's your day been like? Oh. Of course, the optimal thing to do on a Thursday. Lobby doors. Yes, that's right. We need to look at some lobby doors. These two. Both. Very fancy. Are we gonna use them? Kind of. I'm having such a good time. I was kind of just like wrestling with this big building. And I just don't, glass buildings, like modern buildings look so boring. We're gonna go for something a little different. Yeah, I kind of want to play some Sleep Token. Ooh. Wait. Wait. Hold. Please hold. The blades, blue blossom days. Please would hit me back. I'll head over to Solo Stream, have fun with Lobby Doors and Spotify. Thank you. I'm on vacation, so I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing well as well. I'll introduce you to the stream. So I'm Nancy Art Music. And this is, you're watching me basically fill in pages of my comic Soul Traveler. Soul Traveler is a comic where this character, Nia, she is very unsatisfied with her life at the moment. And so what she does is try to do the best she can. But this cat over here basically says, hey, I can take you to all the different multiverses in the world if you could let me. And so she has to decide whether or not that's something that she wants to do. So this is the story of kind of all of it getting started. We finished the first page completely a few days ago. Whoa! What happened? Oh, thank you for the follow, Lord Coffin. It's gonna be such a beautiful time around here, and I hope that you enjoy it. But yeah, so that's the first page. That's the second page. We finished that literally just like day before yesterday, I think. I have a feeling. And I've been wrestling with this page since yesterday. Yeah! Oh my gosh, the emote got approved! Oh my gosh, it looks so cute! So I was, here's the emotes and all the Twitch stuff that I've been working on. And yeah, I'm so glad it looks so cute. I'm always very paranoid for when it looks, when it gets smaller. Like I was trying to do was trying to make this super tiny so I could see if it like made sense, and I was trying to make it clearer by making it pixel arty, and it just did not. It looks worse. So I'm glad it looks good. Yay! When my arms dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom and choke on it all? I've got a problem. Stand tall. No garden, fire falls, and I'll be forgotten. Begging for relief. Falling to you feels like it's screaming to me when nobody told me. When it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. No one else knows that I've got a problem. And we are all golden. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where are you from? I am half Latvian, half Tanzanian. I speak like this, but I live in the UK. I've never been to the US or Canada, but for some reason I sound like this, and nobody knows how or why. I did go to international school, but I had this accent before I went, I believe. And we did not really have cable TV in the house, so there was no way that I had access to like American TV when I was younger. I grew up in Tanzania, and people around me sounded like they were from all over the place. So, yeah. Obviously, my mom and dad being Latvian and Tanzanian, I don't really sound like a combination of either of them. They've got very mishmashy accents. You wouldn't be able to tell where they're from either. But yeah, that's me. I've been in the UK officially so long. I've been in the UK my entire adult life. So in my head, I might as well be from here. Um, so yeah, that's me. How did you find the stream? I posted everywhere today to see if it makes any difference. Um, but yeah, I because they're also very chill streams. I don't know if people are necessarily into just kind of like chilling out in the background. But if you are, you're absolutely super welcome. And if you need to go, that's also cool. But yeah, say goodbye before you go. How about you? What have you been up to? Do you draw? Do you like good music? So I need to choose some lobby doors. Is this? Gosh, that's a liminal space if I've ever seen one. That's so terrifying for some reason. This looks fancy. Ooh, we could do this. Do we need that many lifts? Yeah, in a big building like that, you would have quite a few. So we need to not use that liminal space is what we need to do. And we're going to use that for reference. I'm going to just change my reference photo here. Clear. Oh, wait. Import. She doesn't know the difference between these things. There we go. Scary lift. I do like that circular mirror in the background. That's quite cool. Oh man, I love Sleep Token so freaking much. I usually look for people with a small audience who are doing art, so I have something in the background when I stream. Yeah, you stream as well? Let me drop a follow. Let's see. Whoa. What? Lumberpunk Metropolis. Do you know what's so funny? I've just seen that you've got like vaping in your stream title. Uh I quit very recently and these are my nicotine lozenges. um Good lord. But yeah, it's you know, it's like a whole thing. Man, this looks so cool. Lumberpunk Metropolis. What is it? Is it what let me look it up. Cause that looks so calming to watch. It's like SimCity but pixel art and prettier. Ooh. Wait, it's a post-apocalyptic beaver civilization sim. Wait, is that Timberborn? Is that what I'm looking at? Is that the same thing? Ooh. I snuff instead. Yeah, I mean, makes sense if you're in Sweden. I visited and I got these like apple minty zins and they are so good. And I still have a pack of it, but I get very like self-conscious about them like looking like I've got them in, so I basically don't really use them much. I'm still full of the love you want. Oh. But yeah, it looks really cool. I love games like that, so I might check it out. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm just reading your bio. You have 5 kids. That is wow, that's super impressive. Just because I can barely like function myself, so that's really cool. Oh. I'm still full of the love you want. I'm still. I should just use the symmetry tool on this. Let me get my drawing canvas. I use real snooze. Now I'm going to name a beaver after you. Yay! My own beaver. I'm still full of the love you want. I'm still full of the love. Move this to here. That looks like roughly the middle. Oh, perfect. It is. That's lovely. Oh, it's not really the middle, but that's okay. Wait, so what's the difference? What's real snooze? Does this angle make sense? Maybe I should have used radial. Let's use radial instead. Edit drawing guide. No, we want quadrant. There we go. Ooh, I've not heard this one before. Good lord, that is so far from the middle of that rectangle. I guess it could also just be because it's not actually a square. That makes sense too. Loose snooze made from tobacco. Okay. Yeah, that's stuff. I don't even know if we can get it in the UK, but back home in Tanzania, people used to have that sometimes, and I remember it used to make people throw up, and I don't know why. If it's just tobacco, but I guess people put like stuff that they shouldn't put into it, I guess. I don't think I like these doors. Let's start again. No, it's illegal in England. Yeah. Seno! How is Seno today? The vibe is very different this stream because I've got music that's like very well, it's I hopefully set it up correctly so that it's on a different track. But yeah. How's it going? What's happening? I know that Mr. Gumball is streaming at the moment as well, I believe. I think so. Yes, he is. So I'll pop into the stream when I'm done with this panel. Unless I've got like all the energy in the world, in which case I may continue streaming. I'm attempting once again to refactor code and not lose my mind. Yikes. What is refactoring code? Oh yeah, Seno, this is Lord Coffin. Lord Coffin is currently streaming as well, and he's got a very cool game going on. But yeah, refactoring code sounds intense. I don't know what that would entail, but it just sounds like it requires a lot of concentration. But yeah, if it helps, I've been looking at buildings and doors for like a good. How long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours. Restructuring stuff to make it more efficient and not awful. Yeah, that feels like kind of a bit of a headache, because I think the closest comparison that I have to that is what my panels sort of do, or not my panels, my layers, because all of these, this is an absolute true actual mess. These are all my panels, and one panel is just randomly completely in a different place. Let's just put this in here and hope that I haven't broken anything. I want to say that one day I'll start kind of labeling my panels and all that. Like, I just think about artists who have like one of their Patreon things is that they get to share the files with like the layers with their viewers and stuff. It's just not gonna be something that people will benefit from if I do it, which feels a little sad. On the blades. That's kind of a cool thing. I need to start getting back to art soon, though. Ooh, I've got some stuff I gotta work on that relies on having images that I don't have made. What do you mean? That's so curious. Fading to black. Is it like, do you mean references or do you mean the actual thing? Seconds to me. That looks like a possibly pretentious sculpture that a sort of company might have. Like harmonies. Does that pull too much attention? I think it does. I might make it less opaque. So I might keep it, but make it just less opaque so that it's not super attention grabby. Days are all gone and the empire falls, and I'll be forgotten. And then we're gonna make the drawing guide just symmetrical and not quadranty. Boring, but please be in the middle. I don't want to readjust everything. I don't think that's in the middle, but that's okay. Actual art for the game, I've got character sprites that you can dress, and I'm planning on working on multi-layered backgrounds that have things like parallax and moving clouds, etc. Ooh, very, very cool. And I'm guessing you want to make everything from scratch, so you don't want to use like asset stuff. I mean, you've seen my art style. If there's anything that I can do to help, you can let me know. Well, I know if I can't see the bottom. No one else knows that I've got a problem. That's the symmetry we want. There we go. I know we've forgotten. Temporarily, violent to you feels like. Yeah, I plan on eventually having all the art made by me, but at the moment I have a lot of placeholder backgrounds. Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to, I'm guessing especially if code is easier on the mind, concentration-wise, it's nicer to get that sort of done so that you can kind of use the art as like a, I say like a treat, but I don't know. It depends on whether or not you find it easier to do. Days are all gone and will be when the empire falls. That's not a bad lobby. I'm quite happy with that. It really doesn't seem like it's in the center of the panel, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Because once again, I'm trying to keep that advice in my head that I saw from like a professional comic book artist that's like, people are going to look at it for 1 second. They're not going to, like, how important is this panel to the story? In the grand scheme of things, not really that important. So we can keep it chill. It's fine. It's fine. But I'm fine. I'm so glad that this third page is going well. Yesterday I was really, really stuck on it for quite a while. What kind of program are you using to draw? Lord Coffin! Ooh! I need to learn Clip Studio Paint. I really want
Lord
to...
Coffin just redeemed water.
Okay, it's happening, I'm drinking. Yeah, I really want to learn Clip Studio Paint because it's so much better for comics. And I just cannot get into it because I get so frustrated by like being able to do what I do in Procreate so well and so quickly. That's the main thing, especially on this project that I'm working on now. I want to get it done quite soon, so I don't really have the patience to kind of sit around there and faff. I can't paint. Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I can't paint either. I'll show you an example of something that I tried to paint digitally, albeit though. Wait, is it? No, it's not in here. Where did it go? Is it in here? This is where I have a bunch of weird drawings. This doesn't count. This kind of looks painting-y, but it's really me using digital brushes, and you can see the very clean straight lines that I'm using to like erase around it. When people do digital painting, it is so mind-blowing. Did I delete it? I think I might have deleted it. Yeah, I think I might have. But yeah, I can't paint to to save my life. This is sort of like the closest thing I can do, which is try and like think about values and highlights, and it's so hard. It's too difficult. I'm probably gonna try out at Aseprite at some point. Yeah, since technically my style is sort of pixel art, but I like the tools in CSP a lot. Yeah, I've also looked at Aseprite a little bit because I wanted to try and do pixel art, and I think it's harder. It's so much harder than regular drawing, and anybody that says otherwise, I think, is maybe a little nuts, but in the best possible way. Not a little nuts, but maybe they just haven't tried it before, because I thought the same thing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and so how hard can it be? And then yeah, I discovered it was quite difficult. Something I know for a fact I'm gonna struggle with is kind of the backgrounds for this, because weirdly, so for the panels that I've previously done, I've done this sketchy thing in the background and it worked really well, but I don't know. My brain's kind of stopped processing what it might be like to like use that here. Kind of want to bring the vibe up again. Let's go back to Polyphia. After this song. But yeah, I think I need to do like a Clip Studio Paint specific project and see if that helps me get to grips with it a little better when I'm not under pressure. But yeah, Clip Studio Paint has such amazing tools. I remember like in the pandemic was when I was trying to like figure out what software I was gonna use for the rest of my life. And they were doing like a lot of online like lessons and stuff like that at the time with manga artists who were using Clip Studio Paint, and it was so cool because they were also giving out copies not for free. Actually, I think they had some competitions where you could get a license of Clip Studio Paint for free, and yeah, it was quite cool. But every now and then, I'm subscribed to their list so that every time there's a sale, I get a little notification so that I could just buy it and keep it, and hopefully it works for whenever I'm ready to use it. But at the same time, I just keep not finding opportunities to actually use it. Am I gonna copy this big light in the ceiling? Could do a chandelier. Does that look like a chandelier? It looks like a very intense moth. I'm having such a good time with this playlist. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We are listening to Hollywood Woman. Hold on, let me make the thing bigger on the screen. Am I yelling? I can't tell. Let me make this bigger. Why doesn't my mouse want to work? There we go. By Gunther Govan. Gunther? Guntry? Guntry. There we go. I can't read. But yeah, I just did on Spotify Radio. I did a Spotify Radio from Ego Death by Polyphia and Steve Vai. Woo! Such a good song. And then, yeah, just this freaking epic playlist. I'm gonna put a link to it in here so that if you wanna listen to it, then you can.
Lord Coffin just redeemed water.
Me and my chat have an ongoing joke about how much I hate drinking water. I really don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I can't drink it at the same rate, but I have some Lagavulin here. That's what I'm having today. Alongside the water, of course. Balance. It's very important. I didn't realize how good this music would be for, like, drawing and just getting absolutely lost in what I'm doing. I hope that tomorrow when I wake up, I still like what I've drawn. Because I will say, I've had like a couple of whiskeys today. And I know I can already see a couple of things where I'm like, I don't know if this will look as good tomorrow. But it's actually, some of it is more impressive than usual. I should also get like a posture redeem because I sit really strangely. But we'll do that tomorrow. I love whiskey. Anything that's like peaty. So Lagavulin, Talisker. What else? There's another one called Tamnavulin, I think it is. There is actually, there's a Swedish whiskey called Mac, and I can't find it anywhere anymore. And it tasted like really boozy banana peels, and it was freaking delicious. It was so good. I think they were a small distillery, so they don't make it anymore. Oh, so sad. It was so good. Yeah, that's not a face we can make. Maybe Macmira? Let's see. That's like a very modern label. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it was. Mm. They still make it. Wait, it says, what was it? Sweet notes of vanilla and honey. And then orange, citrus, and apricot. Notes of honey, cinnamon, and almond. To me, it tasted exactly like bananas. It was so weird, but I also haven't had it in ages. I need to go and find some of it. If it's still being made. If not, I'm legitimately gonna come over there. Because also, there was this amazing restaurant in Stockholm that I really want to go to. And I've been really, really, on payday specifically, whenever I get my paycheck in, I am very curious about flights to Stockholm so that I can literally just go to this restaurant. It was so good. Can't remember what it was. It was somewhere in Stockholm, in the old town. But it was amazing. Literally the best. I had my best meal there. It was so good. It was obviously like meatballs and mash with like lingonberries and all that. It was so freaking good. I flavored my sniffs with it. Wait, what? You can do that? Oh, sometimes the best things in life are not the best for you. Well, actually, no. Everything's relatively good in moderation, right? Unless it's actually poisonous. That's probably a good rule to live by. Oh my god. Does that mean I just can't find it in the UK anymore? Um, got my keys. Oh, no wonder. You know, it looks like it's quite pricey. Maybe that's what it is. And yeah, you can't get it. I got it from Amazon the first time that I got it, and I just can't find it anymore. Are you going to Sweden's worst city? I haven't been anywhere else in Sweden. So whatever, if that's the worst city, I can't wait to see the best one. Where should I go? And if also I had one of my best meals there in the worst city of Sweden, apparently, then I clearly need to go somewhere else. Oh, okay, this might be a next payday purchase. Mm. But yeah, I'd be curious to see where else there is to go. I'm not someone who travels a lot. I was just saying to a friend of mine that I went on a holiday recently to an English seaside town, and I came back from it a lot less stressed than I usually am, which obviously that's what holidays are for. But I just don't, I forget that they exist. So when people say that they've gone traveling, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I should do that at some point. And then I completely forget that it requires for you to have like saved some money to do that specific activity. So most of my money at the moment goes towards like uh takeaway food, and I think that's pretty much it actually. I don't really Weirdly, I don't spend that much, but I seem to like not not be able to have any extra for travel just because I keep forgetting that I need to put away some money for it. God, there's so many good songs on this playlist. I'd probably say the same about London though. London is a city in the UK. I don't know if it's the best one. It depends. It depends if actually at this point because I've lived here for so long, I don't really remember what it's like to visit. So like I don't have any real advice for anybody that might want to like what should I do in London? I'm like stay inside and don't leave the house because otherwise you leave your house, you breathe, and you've already spent £100, which is not entirely untrue because, well, not 100, but like if you want to travel, if you want to use the trains, that's already like a lot. Am I gonna redraw all this tomorrow? I don't think I'm gonna redraw all this tomorrow, so let's tidy it up now. Good, good talk. Hi, plushie. We're listening to a bunch of beautiful guitars doing beautiful things. And of course, drawing. I gave up on the previous page, and this is kind of where I got to. I really like this company logo. Our omelet! Hi! How are you? Welcome to some excellent fun things happening. How are you? How's it going? Howdy howdy. To give you a little update, I'm on page 4 because I gave up on page 3. But this is what page 3 looks like. Wait, hold on. Let me start with, I can't remember if you were here like when we were doing some of the very first couple streams, but this is a comic I'm working on. It's called Soul Traveler. And it's about this girl who kind of sort of gets kidnapped by this cat into lots of different multiverses. And so we finished doing page 1 on stream. This is now inked, it's colored, it's pretty much done. And I don't have to look at it again until I'm going through like the final walkthrough of the whole comic. Now this is page 2. I'm also like if we compare it to the sketch, do I still have the sketch? Yeah, there we go. There's a couple of things missing, like the onomatopoeias. These things. Click, snap, whoosh. So we're gonna add those at the very end so that I don't lose my mind in between. And this was where we left with page 3. Page 3 is the least done. But yeah, Lord Coffin, meet my buddies, our omelet and plushie lover. I think I was here for a portion of page 1, or maybe I just saw you working on it in my feed. Yeah. Well, we're moving swiftly and quickly, mostly because I'm very impatient. But I'm because I have a terrible memory. I have a feeling that the next time I open this up again, I'll be like, "Whoa, I did so much. That's so awesome." This panel I can tell is already going to be my favorite on this page because my reference for it is this. So it's gonna be a fun little power up panel. And it's gonna be fun. But yeah, thank you for like coming over to the stream. What have you been up to? How's life been? How are your omelets? Are they artsy? I wish to make a comic, but I can't write a long-term story for the life of me. Well, this is the first long comic that I'm doing, and I'll be very, very, very honest. I am struggling. It's not, part of the reason I started streaming was so that I could sit down and concentrate with this comic so that I wouldn't, like, lose my mind. I just literally wasn't able to do as much of it as I wanted to. But I started making comics with these little guys. So you might have seen Umabashi around, because, I don't know if you're in the Discord server or anything, but this is who I started making comics with. This is Umabashi. He's my son. I love him very much. And, yeah, I started making very, very simple comics, with just like a couple of shapy looking characters. And this is like a couple years ago now. So my drawings become a little bit better, so now I can draw people, which is really fun. But yeah, today, wait, I wish to make a comment. Oh yeah, I read that. Today was scheduled pickup because school's starting up again. Wait, what do you mean school's starting up again? It's August. Is summer over? What do you mean? I thought, don't schools start in September? I obviously haven't been in school for a while, but my goodness, that seemed really, really quick. I remember, so because I teach, but like not in a school, basically. Um, that's insane, August 20th. But yeah, we have a lot of kids in the place that I teach. I kind of like teach in a retail space. It's the easiest way to I teach in a shop. And so on weekends and stuff, we get a lot of kids and families come in. And that is insane. I can't believe August 20th. You guys are already back in school. That's super quick. But wow. What does schedule pickup mean? I always saw August at the back of back to school month. I tend to forget about September. Yeah, I guess September is more for like universities, or like maybe that's the case in the UK. I don't know, but yeah, so like August is way too soon. I feel like. But actually, I also, to be fair, I remember exams being like exam season was in May. Again, from uni, from what I can remember. And I remember a lot of people at work talking about it as well. But I guess they're also in university, so I'm not really sure schedule wise. I should get one of those like global calendars. I don't know if that's like a thing that actually exists. But wow. Back to school prep, huh? I guess that makes sense now that I think about it because um in the mall like nearby everyone's talking about back to school stuff. I can't believe it's gone so quickly. In my head it's like just past uh it's like it's still spring maybe even. I got my school iPad, my locker lock, my class schedule for the school year. Aha, I see, I see. So you're all prepared now. August 20th. But that's not even. Wait, let me have a look and see on the calendar. That's not next week, it's the week after. Wait, you guys start on a Wednesday? It's really strange. I would have thought that school starts on a Monday, but maybe it's nice to have a short week to get back into it. Oh well, I hope that the prep has gone well. Are you excited? I don't know. Sometimes depending on what year of school you're going to, it can be very exciting to go back. I always really liked school. But that's because I was an only child and I was kind of very bored at home. Water!
@_omelette
Yeah.
33 just redeemed water.
It's always really, really nice to see your friends again. I think. Yeah, I miss my friends a lot. My friends were always like out and about doing some stuff with their families and like all sorts of stuff. Also, I think because like my I was very sheltered, so I wasn't really allowed to do much with unless my parents were friends with the parents of the kids that I liked to hang out with, but also my parents didn't really like to socialize, so I was kind of stuck. That's why I like cartoons so much. They were my best friend, which is a little sad, but also kind of nice because now I make them and they're cute and I like them. But yeah, our omelette, you don't have to make a long comic for it to be a comic. Some of my favorite people, the comics that they make are like, you know, one-offs. So they don't really have a continuous story. So they just kind of have characters. And actually, some of the most famous comics did that. Yeah, have a good stream. Thank you, Lord Coffin. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy the playlist. I hope to see you again next time. And if you're streaming, when I'm not streaming, I'll pop in and have a look to see how the timber's going. Thank you so much for stopping by and following. But yeah, our omelette. Some of the most famous comics don't have a continuous story. Like Garfield and Marmaduke. All those guys. There's also Nathan Planet. Nathan. That's a newer one that you might have heard of. This guy kind of makes one-off comics about like a little this alien who comes to Earth and they're kind of confused by human things. So I would say make the most important thing to like making a comic is just to make one and make as many as you can. Which in like anybody who says, what was it? Quality over quantity. They haven't made enough stuff. Well, I'm assuming, but basically what I'm trying to say is make comics even if you think that they don't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense at first, and then you can always do it later. I'll give you another example. So, I got really stuck when I was making this page. I think I mentioned that when you came in. And then because I wanted to move on really quickly, I was like, I'm too stuck on this. I know what happens next in my head. So I'm just going to draw as much as I can of the next thing, and then we'll fill in the in-between. And in fact, let me show you one more thing. And then I'm going to stop getting so excited about people making things. So this is kind of what my comic looks like when you zoom out of all the sketchy pages that I have. Some of them don't really have anything that makes sense on them at all. They have this sort of like weird sketchy text on it that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But the most important part that I want to show you is this part here. It just says more pages go here because I know that there's a middle part of the story that I don't know how to solve yet. And so what I'm doing is just the rest of it as much as I can, because there's this big moment where the cat is like kind of being scary, and I can see that in my head really, really clearly. So I just sketched that as quickly as I could to make sure that when I come back to it, I remember what the idea was, and then anything else is just, it comes after. Like this page, I'm going to be really annoyed at when it comes to drawing it properly. But yeah, I think it's going to be really good to kind of, it's good to do what you can and then fill it in later on if you can as well. So yeah. I'm gonna go to the next song. Hey everybody. I think this is a pretty good stopping point. I think the rest of the evening I'm probably just gonna end up jamming out. And also hanging out in someone else's stream. So what I'm gonna do is, ooh, this is such a good song. But again, we might listen to it another day. I'm gonna be rating my good friend Solomon Gumbel. Read. Ooh. There we go. I'll see you all another time. We've done some good work today. So it's gonna be a good one. I feel like I have a lot of energy this week. I might stream this weekend, but not usually likely, so we'll see. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you so much for being here another time as well. Bye!